when I decided all these ballots are counted, then called them कि आप आगे आकर अपनी just you come forward and see this ballot paper if you have any query and any issue. They come forward and two councillors, one Premlata and one another councillor, his name is Manor, and some councillors from Congress jumped to my table and they start rushing towards my table and they picked all the ballot papers and tried to snatch them and try to run away. And Chandigarh Police Marshal intervened. They somehow controlled the situation and they taken over all the ballot papers, and during all this problem, some ballot papers were torn off.
Let me quickly go across to Gurpreet joining us with more details. Gurpreet, we're learning that both Congress and Aam Aadmi Party councillors today as well have been staging protests. Remember, the matter has reached the High Court itself. It's been approved for urgent listing. So while this is now slowly turning into a legal battle and we're yet to await what happens on that front, there are very serious allegations that are being levelled in this very case by the I.N.D.I. parties.
Well, yes, of course, we have seen a lot of questions are being raised by the opposition party, Aam Aadmi Party, and the Congress also, specifically India Bloc, because they feel there was a lot of manipulation in the election process. So we can also see that some of the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress netas, they have already been gathered here. They are raising slogan against this mayor election which has been conducted yesterday. They are saying that there was a total manipulation of a lot of ballot paper, and that could be possible reason because BJP wanted to retain power here as a mayor in Chandigarh. So we can see these visuals here. We can see even the former finance minister, he has also come here. At the same time, they are leveling allegation against the presiding officer. So we can see slogans are being raised by all the netas who have just gathered here because they want to march towards Sector 17 police station. We can see, they say, it seems that the way this manipulation has been done by the presiding officer, it seems that it's a clear-cut indication that how the democracy is being killed by the BJP netas. So if we can talk about the presiding officer, we confronted him, he had already denied all the allegations. He was saying that everything had been videographed. If they have any question, if they want to raise any question, they have already approached the High Court and he is open for any inquiry, any investigation. We have seen that this party, the opposition, the India Bloc, they had already approached the Punjab and Haryana High Court when the case was being heard by the honorable judges, and 3 weeks had been given to the local administration to file a reply in this case. And after 3 weeks, what will come out, that is yet to be seen. But as of now, we can see this has become one of the prominent issue in Chandigarh politics, and it has already affected national-wise also, because one side, India Bloc, was claiming that this is the alliance which they have forged, this will affect in the coming Lok Sabha election. At the same time, we have seen the BJP was able to retain this post of a mayor. So we can see here the finance minister, former finance minister, he is here. So they are going to even lodge a complaint against the presiding officer. If we can quickly have a word with. So sir, are you going to lodge a complaint against the presiding officer?
Yes.
So do you feel that there is total manipulation of the election process, and that is one of the reasons?
Anyone who's watched the video yesterday, that the entire video of the program, will be convinced of that. I don't know whether you saw it or not, but if had you seen it, you would also not, you would also be convinced that this is what it is. Yes, he's clearly seen manipulating the records, the tampering with the ballot papers. Otherwise, the routine is always, since 1996, when the municipal corporation election started in Chandigarh, every year, the presiding officer has always been impartial, and he's been conducting the elections in the most fair manner. And at the time of the counting of the votes for the mayor's election, he calls one representative of the candidate each. If there are two candidates, there will be two representatives. They will be watching there, and in their presence, an officer of the municipal corporation opens the ballot box. He takes out the ballot papers, sorts them out, then they start seeing it. But here every entire process was carried out only by him, to the exclusion of everybody.
But sir, presiding officer...
May I answer please? Yeah. To the exclusion of everybody, the officers of the municipal corporation, the representatives of the candidates, and everybody, he took it entirely upon himself to decide the fate of the election results. And as it was determined, as it was planned, it was a premeditated thing. That conspiracy was there, and he declared the result.
But presiding officer says they have already approached Punjab and Haryana High Court, and I am ready to face any inquiry if they.
Okay, very interesting. You know, accusing